Howdy, everyone. My name's Nicholas, and welcome to the Headliner PodPod. We're a show about podcasts featuring podcasts by podcasters that's hosted by people who help podcasters with their podcasting. On each episode, a few of us folks over at Headliner sit down to play a game that centers around listening to randomly selected clips from over 500 show submissions. Why? Well, in order to find what we call Pod Zero. Here are the rules. Each lucky contestant will hear a 60-second podcast clip. They'll then need to pick the correct podcast title out from a lineup of 3 choices before being shown the artwork for that show. Before we get this show on the road, though, let's say hi to each of our contestants for today. Starting with our replacement for Max, because he isn't here, Dash.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you back, and we still got someone to say caca. Perfect. Next, we have Pratik.
Hello, hello.
Followed by Oliver.
What's up, everyone?
Jesse.
Woohoo!
And Christy.
Let's go.
I was hoping for like a Mickey Mouse impression because you're going on a cruise soon, but that's okay.
True. Yeah. Let's go.
It's okay because Mickey's voice isn't public domain, so we actually can't. But anyway, we have Alyssa as our producer with our ad read of the week as well.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So here it goes. Looking to transcribe or promote your podcast with these? Well, look no further. Try Eddie by Headliner. It is a user-friendly tool designed to help take podcasts to the next level through accurate transcriptions, simple editing capabilities, and AI promotional tools. Powered by Headliner's AI, Eddie provides podcasters with a new, better way to take their podcasts from audience, all for free.
Okay, awesome. And now that we know all about Eddie, which we use to edit this show, in case people wanted to know that, let's dive straight into things with our first clip and start with Dash. If you'll be so kind as to cover your eyes.
I'm ready.
I don't know, I can only guess.
Yes, you did.
This is a woman first episode.
Oh, okay. She made it.
She made
She made it, and then she dunked on everyone else while she was there too.
Knocked on the firefighters, get wrecked.
Yep.
Let's go to moments of the week. Caitlin, what's yours?
Well, obviously it's still like see Billy Jack, but to be honest, and Daredevil. But the one before all of those, the moment the fucking screen turns on, we see none other than Leah Clearwater from Twilight.
Yeah, we do.
She plays Chaffa from the Choctaw in the story, and she's the one who saves everyone. Meaning we'll probably get to see a lot more of Leah Clearwater, which I love when Twilight, is in other media.
You love to
Take
see
them
them.
everywhere. Yes.
I did not know that was her.
Yep.
But I'm glad you clocked it.
Okay.
There was your clip, Dash, and here are your titles to choose from.
Can I remove the blindfold?
Yes.
Okay.
Your choices are, number 1, The Superhero Show. Number 2, Loki Party, spelled Loki, as in Loki, the, god or whatever. And then number 3, The Credible Hulk Show.
Wow. So, seems like a group of people, I think they said first all-female show, so I don't think it's always a female show, talking about Leah Clearwater from Twilight.
I could give you the episode title if it helps.
No. Is that normal routine? I don't want any hints. I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
Just because of the low-key party, just because I like the name. And it sounded like a fun show, like they were having a party. So,
all right. Loki Party is incorrect. Unfortunately, it was the Superhero Show. Yeah. Which, funny story about the Loki Party. I actually tried to change that one, and then Alyssa said no. It was too fun.
It was too fun. It sounded like they were having fun. The Superhero Show. I don't remember Leah Clearwater from Twilight. Although I think I did see the movie. But all right, next time.
Okay.
There's always next time.
That's the spirit. The episode we just heard a clip from happened to be called Echo Season 1 Begins. Can Echo Save Marvel TV? And here's our show description. Every Sunday, the taste buds, also known as Cassie, Mike, Caitlin, and Ryan, review and analyze every television show based on comics from the previous week. From the Granddaddy Arrowverse to sci-fi's quirky adaptations to Disney Plus's Marvel shows and everything in between, the Buds deconstruct plot and character arcs, talk source material changes, and generally give you the tools you need to sound smart and or snotty when talking about comic book TV. Plus, movie reviews, brackets, trivia, drafts, and so much more. If you watch all of the comic book TV or none of it, subscribe to the Superhero Show today. It's the most extreme way to beat the heat, and that's extreme without the first E. It's just extreme. It's like
Whoa.
super 90s or super 80s. It's like the movie Rad.
X-Men.
Yes, that makes more sense than referencing the BMX movie Rad. Okay, thank you for that, Alyssa. There you have it. Pretty cool cover art. Very literal superhero stuff. You have like Superman, but with 3 S's instead of the 1. Neat. What can I say? Jumping into our second clip for today, we have Pratik.
Oh, eyes are closed. All right, he's
Yeah.
ready.
Pratik knows what this is about.
Like an ex would like have to tell me something that I wouldn't like, she'd be like, hide the knives and any other sharp objects you have in the house.
Right.
Is she gonna try and stab you? I may have once or twice, but I deserved it. It's fine.
It just makes me feel good.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh, there's still a couple of good guys out there. That's nice. People have reported hearing a voice telling them to get out, as well as finding doors that should have been shut standing open and vice versa. The doors are thought to be the work of a nurse named Elizabeth, still doing her rounds. The articles I found did not say whether Elizabeth is the nurse that was found murdered at the bottom of the stairwell from last week, but it would make sense.
Right.
Okay. There's our clip, ending on a very ominous note that leaves me just very curious about what's going on. Pratik, here are your choices for today. Number 1, The Paranormal Lovers. Number 2, Love Ya to Death. And number 3, Till Death Do Us Pod.
Well, definitely something about death in there, so maybe I'll just get rid of the first one, and I don't know. Let's go with the third one, till death do us pod, just because I don't know. It sounds kind of interesting for podcasting.
Sure, good pun too, you know.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was not the
Oh.
correct answer.
Not what I
It
was
was
thinking.
actually, yeah, The Paranormal Lovers is the correct answer. Choice number 1. And really cool podcast art. I'm a sucker for some good old, marker drawing podcast art. So really cool. And the episode we just heard a clip from was titled Episode 54, The Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum Part 2. Here's our show description. A husband and wife duo from Western North Carolina who love all the spooky things that go bump day or night. Cryptids, aliens, conspiracies, we got it. So, pretty neat stuff. Also just super interesting because the last show we watched in our last episode was also a cryptid show. So, interesting to see how, different shows handle similar subject matter. And again, I love that podcast art. So, very cool. Moving on to our third contestant for today. Oliver, are you ready?
I am so ready. We had winter break, and then we had a couple days of school, and now we apparently are going to have a snow days all this week that may last into next week. So, ready? I don't know, Nicholas. I'm just trying to avoid the stomach bug that has re-entered the house.
Oh no.
Now making its way through. We have 3 out of 6 people that are here currently sick. Luckily, I went to Costco before the storm and stockpiled all the necessary toilet paper. I'm sorry.
I feel so bad for your family.
I might fall asleep onto this microphone right now, but I may not open my eyes when told to do so, but I will speak. Let's do this.
Okay, that's the spirit. I love the energy. It's spoken like a man who has just recently had to buy everyone in his house a lot of chicken noodle soup, and that's a vibe.
I walked to Kroger, Nicholas, 1.2 miles, and I forgot the chicken noodle soup. Oh,
In the
no.
snow, both ways, uphill.
It's uphill.
Yes, one way at least.
It was actually both ways because I'm
Yeah,
not
you
so
gotta-
good with directions.
Well, there you have it. Let's hear this clip and then try and get some Amazon chicken noodle soup delivered at Oliver's.
There's
No,
no
roads aren't
deliveries
plowed.
happening.
Oh, okay, never mind. We'll have them
There's
flown in
30.
with drones.
Melissa, did your friends from Kentucky get here yet with the plows? We need them.
Yes, but I believe that they were on main roads, not on the West End here. So,
Oh.
but West End is plowed finally. Side
Nice.
streets? No. Anyways, here's your clip.
Yes.
I think that's just been one of the big bits of learning for me, was expecting this to be a big issue and then it not being. And it kind of shows me that benefit of, yeah, if you do have a scheme that's energy efficient enough to warrant something like infrared being a cost-effective method, then that's great, and it's something we kind of should explore.
Yeah, definitely. And I think on the monitoring at Axbridge as well, we've seen quite a range of consumption, haven't we? So we've had some really good insight into how different families perhaps utilise their home and able to have discussions and ensure that people are comfortable with the way they're living.
Yeah, I think Mark from Wonderwall, he said to me once, he said we can build them a sustainable home, but we can't make them live in it sustainably. And that's true across any kind of home type. And yeah, I mean, Axbridge is a key example of the difference in something like 300% more energy from the most used from the least used.
Okay.
Well,
There was our clip.
We're a 300% family. We use so much energy. Oh my gosh.
But do you have a home from Wonderwall, not to be mistaken with the, Oasis song?
I thought he said Uxbridge. I don't know. I think it's going to be good. I think I'm going to get it right.
Okay. See what happens.
Let's do this.
Your first choice was, we're podcasters. Your second, now.
That one? Wait a minute. Can I just interject here?
Yeah, by all means.
Alyssa, we're podcasters. That one has to be it. Like, no. Okay, go on. I'm ready for number 2. I'm sorry.
Number 2 is In and Out. And number 3, On the Air.
We're podcasters. We're podcasters.
Is
In and
that your
Out.
actual answer?
In and Out. No, I'm just trying to say it with like a vaguely British accent to see if
Okay.
they would have come up with it. I feel kind of like a crime scene detective that's just imagining what happened. I'd say number 1.
Okay.
I
Number
don't even
1.
want to hear 3. Don't even want to hear it. We're podcasters.
We're podcasters is accurate but incorrect.
Damn it.
Yeah, I
I-
know. They are podcasters though. So I feel like you deserve like half a point there.
I would
It's not.
like to explain the things. So I saw the what's in, what's out. So I thought it's like the in and out, like the trend, like transcribing is in, not transcribing is out. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like fashion
Okay.
hot or fashion not.
No, yeah, but it's like what's in, what's out, like the TikTok stuff. And then I was doing like we're podcasters. We're like,
Oh,
we
okay.
do-
The meme where
we,
they're
like,
like, we're
yeah.
podcasters. Of course we own 3 XLR mics when we only need one.
yes,
Sure.
yes,
That's good.
Yeah. So that was where my head went today. But anyways,
We're podcasters. We all own Scarlet Solos instead of just buying a single duo. Yeah, I got you. Unfortunately, the correct answer, it appears that Oliver has rage quit from the podcast, by the way. We're just going to push on through. The correct answer was On the Air. And we have some very nice podcast art for it. I'm a sucker for that like super minimal character design that's on this. So love it. I keep meaning to actually learn how to draw that stuff from scratch. And this is the reminder I need to do it while I probably listen to this podcast. So our clip is from episode 7 of the 4th season. What's in, what's out, which is where In and Out came from, presumably. Okay, that makes sense now. And here's our show description. On the Air, brought to you by the leading housing provider, Stonewater, will bring together key industry figures, colleagues, and customers for some lively conversations about what matters most in social housing. In 2023, we're back with Series 4 and 12 brand new episodes covering cost of living, technology, sustainability, and professionalism in housing. Keep up with all the latest from host Paula Palmer and her guests from across the sector as new episodes are released each first Wednesday of the month. So there you have it. Also, I just love the word series in lieu of season. I forgot that's what they call that in England. Good for them. Chugging on forward. Jesse, would you like to go next?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Did I get it
Have your
right?
eyes covered? No, you didn't. It was, we're just going to mosey on back for a second.
Okay.
As I mentioned, Oliver rage quit from the podcast and returned. No, you were wrong. It was actually On the Air. The third choice you refused to hear.
Oh, I think you did say it, but I just wasn't listening. Okay. Oh, there
It's
it is.
okay.
Amazing. Okay. Sorry.
Incredible. Love it. And Jesse is still covering his eyes, which is even better.
I'm blind.
Oh, that's less good.
Just okay.
Looking in the mirror, you're getting ready in the morning, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, my hair looks great today, or my hair doesn't, or the shirt and doesn't look right. So changing my shirt, right? It's literally that. And so when life is giving us this feedback that ourselves, what do we do with it? And if we can actually take it as feedback, and it's very nuanced to understand it, and this is the part of like really beginning to understand oneself. Because as you said, we only exist in relationship to what is not us. It is only with other people and situations and systems that we find ourselves. And if we were to embrace adolescence, now would be the time that we question all of it, that we push against.
Okay. Very cool. So here are your titles to choose from. Number 1, A Present Little Podcast. Number 2, Become a Conscious Creator. And number 3, Heart to Heart, but the first heart is spelled H-A-R-T.
Okay, like Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
Hart?
like Kevin Hart, but not Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Well, I did like the clip because if there's one thing I do, it's question everything.
Yes.
So I'm really liking number 2. I'm feeling a strong magnetic pull to it. It hasn't been chosen yet. It hasn't won. And so I feel like it's time. It's time for number 2 to win. Betting on the underdogs here.
When I say, Jesse, that I thought of changing the order because I knew you would go to the second one for that reason. I knew you were counting cards.
I mixed it up this week.
Did.
Yeah, you are correct. It is Become a Conscious Creator. Congratulations. You counted the cards specifically and perfectly, and I'm sure you have a pencil somewhere. There it is. Pencils.
Yeah, I got a pencil, a pad, and a pen.
And
Amazing.
a pen.
And a pen. If I need to make a permanent note, I am able to do so.
You know, Alyssa, if you end up sharing this moment on like our TikTok or something, send me the clip because I want to add like numbers in front of Jesse's head, sort of like he's counting cards, like he's running the numbers in his head. So
No,
yeah.
I'm just gonna put the little Doge dog with the map around it. And then
That's even better. That's even less work for me. Perfect. Okay. Well, you are correct, sir. It was the second choice. And here is our episode information. This was from season 3, episode 7, Embodying Freedom Through Conscious Awareness. And here's our description. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Victoria Hart, and I invite you to enjoy these heart-to-heart conversations with conscious leaders. Here, you'll discover how to overcome painful patterns of mental, emotional, and physical distress, how to drop the mask of your public persona, and revolutionary steps of what you can do to awaken your true potential and purpose. You have the power to create a new story of your life starting right now. Grab a cuppa and discover how to become the conscious creator of your life. What's your story? The show won my heart over with the cuppa. Not cup of, just the one word. It's clean, like turning the Facebook into Facebook. So, really cool stuff. And yeah, I don't hate the clip. I think it was actually pretty good advice. So, let's mosey on over to Christy, who looks about as ready as ever. He looks like he's zenned out. Actually.
Yeah, I just, you know what? I'm at the bottom. I'm looking up, and it's still clear skies down here, y'all.
You know what's great about that? You could say the same exact thing from the cruise. Like you could just be like getting a tan.
Oh, I
like,
wish I was
poolside
doing
and
this
say
like,
that.
and I wish it was like, it's like me in sunglasses and like an open Hawaiian shirt, and it's just like just the water behind me.
Yeah, like
and
Weekend
I'm just
at
like,
Bernie's
listen,
attire.
I'm just like, you know what? I'll just pick whatever, because it doesn't matter, because I'm here and y'all are not.
Amazing. Love the energy and the attitude.
And then a child screams in the background.
Yeah, and then it's just me.
Just leaning over,
All right.
drink a little bit of something. Kid trips Mickey Mouse into the water. I get it.
Yes.
All right, let's cover our eyes and get this clip rolling.
Maybe it's from their upbringing. Maybe they just don't know better, that they're a product of their environment. Maybe you're that product of your environment. Maybe you grew up in a home that was very racist. And so you just taken on that thought process. But yet I want you to open your mind and look at people through a different light. Look at some of the positives, not just the negatives. Do I feel that women should be covered from head to toe? No. That doesn't mean that what they're doing is wrong. It's part of their religion. It's part of their beliefs. And I always looked at it in such a negative fashion until I saw these women in the pool, laughing, sitting and having lunch and talking, and they would take care of each other. There was this, you could feel just from observation, this care, this nurturing.
All right.
There's our clip. And here are your options, Christy. Number 1, Cowboy Take Me Away podcast. Number 2, Goodbye Earl podcast. And number 3, Wide Open Spaces podcast.
I'm gonna have to go Wide Open Spaces, because I mean, I just the one's a Dixie Chicks reference, the other one doesn't make any sense, and so Wide Open Spaces, I'm gonna have to go with that.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, when you see a Dixie Chicks reference, you do end up not picking that one, I'm sure. That is correct.
Yes!
Wide Open Spaces is the correct answer, and I can see
They're
you were just
all
on cloud
Dixie
nine.
Chicks references. They're all
Are they
Dixie-
really?
No
Well, then none of
way.
them are the answer then.
Wait, you're right. Wide Open Spaces. Oh my god.
There you go. Shows what I know about the Dixie Chicks.
Okay. This, I need to get out of my house. I've been stuck in my house for what feels like weeks.
Okay. Slightly
Christy,
concerning.
Go outside, please. Go right now. Bring us with you. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Take this podcast on the go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the clip in question is from their episode, a podcast series, Listen and Evolve with Me, Open Your Mind. And the show description is, empty nester syndrome is not a psychiatric diagnosis. However, many mental health issues surround this life transition. Join me this week as we talk about how you can now move into the phase of your life where you become one of your primary focuses. This can become a very liberating time in your life. Take a listen today. So there you have it. Honestly, I'm still like a minute or two in the past with the Dixie Chick stuff. So yeah, but very cool stuff all around. And Christy and Jesse were the two people who got them right this week. So
Winning
go
feels
figure.
good.
Yeah.
Not
Does it
so
feel good
lonely
not
at the
being
top
at the
this
bottom?
week.
It's and you know what? I got comfortable at the bottom, and now I have to win like, because it just feels that good.
Sure.
So now I'm gonna start getting mad when I don't win again.
Okay. Can we send you like some stuff to break the next time you get
Yeah,
one
no,
wrong?
yeah,
Okay.
no. I'll just no, totally done.
Okay, cool. So there you have it, everybody. Thank you for playing this week. We only had 5 clips for you, and y'all got 2 of them right, which is, well, it's just under half, which is actually better than usual for us. So awesome. Give yourself a round of applause. Polite golf claps only, please. Great. No, Christy, really, start clapping. Thank you. Kidding. You're fine. Okay. Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you next week. So yeah, bye.